Hey folks, how you doing? I'm the Shasta one. This is Hardcore Minecraft, and it is good to be back. I've missed you. Clearly I haven't missed you enough to actually turn on the webcam and do a little streaming here recently. But I've missed you all the same. I finally got enough motivation, just a mental push forward to sit down and stream and see what the heck is going on in World 11. And without further ado, without dwelling on this huge version of my face you got here in front of us, let's just go right into Minecraft, shall we? That's what I want to do. There's that Shasta fact moment in the corner. I've missed that too. World 11? Yeah, we're good. I got some like stream beats playing in the corner. I thought I did. Quiet. Oh, my own speakers are turned down. That explains a lot. Oh, once again, just the sheer amount of professionalism I'm putting out right now. God, it's like I just fell right back into this pocket. Look at that.
How long has it been since you had a big, thick, steaming bowl of Wolf Brand chili? Well, that's too long.
More of an axolotl. You don't even know if this is a good stream yet. I haven't even signed into my Minecraft world. How the heck are you? Welcome to the One Can Wolf Pack. Thank you for the follow, and I hope you're having a good day. I'd like to think that your day starts off a little better if you're joining this stream. Wow, and as a new follower, you get this nice overview of what I've been working on for the past, 6 months. Wolf Brand chili is kind of a trend on this channel. I am doing a poor job of being an aspiring spokesman for Wolf Brand chili, but cross fingers, one of these days, ConAgra Food comes calling, and I don't screen their call because I think it's spam. Oh, well, that's the end of this hardcore world. No, I got my glider. So, at one point I was building a giant can of Wolf Brand chili, and then I found out that this is like, a gargantuan task. And I really lost interest in it. Look at that. I know that the stream will be good when the streamer is honest with their viewers. You know, that's what I really try for. I just tried to... Streaming is this unique phenomenon, right? You just kind of sit down, you ramble into the mic, whatever comes out, comes out. And I find it's just easier to be me. Like, I spent a lot of time as a kid, like, being different characters, trying on different hats. And I've done a little bit of that with Twitch over the years, because, God, I'm old. Been doing this for a while. But day after day, it just becomes a lot easier. And honestly, it's just a lot more satisfying for me to just kind of be myself. The best that I can be on Twitch. So I appreciate you saying that. I'm hoping that I'm hoping I can live up to those lofty expectations of a dwarven axolotl. Hello there! Welcome back, Balloon Fire. Good to see you. You still up in the English Isles? You know, what actually prompted me to stream today? I got a couple pieces of motivation pushing me here. Well, hopefully you got that better internet. You're out of Scotland. Found a country with proper first world broadband. I really wanted to just nuke this, man. That's kind of why I wanted to hop on the stream today. I just kind of wanted to load this with dynamite, the TNT, just a string of it, and just like eliminate it. I think the idea is good. I think my execution was just kind of crap. I could fix it. I could try fixing it, but look at that. Look at that garbage. This might be a lost cause. Happy Killberry! That's just one of my many motivations for streaming. Good to hear it. I've been missing my streams too, but I didn't really figure out how to get back to them. There was a long period of my life here over the past like couple months that I was just like, man, I want to stream, but like all I know how to stream is Minecraft, and I'm just a little burnt out on it right now. So I took an extended break. And I'm not saying the extended break is over, you know. These things can be messy sometimes, but I just felt like turning on the camera today. I'm feeling good. And I'm glad to hear that Balloon Fire's back in the land of good internet. And that's right, I can only have one hobby at a time, so I guess 2.5 weeks from the half marathon, I'm just giving up on running because I sat down to stream. It's so tough. Like, whatever storm is going on inside this noggin, it's too much for more than one hobby. Ah, preach, Axolotl. Are we casual enough now that I can just call you Axolotl? I like to use the Twitch user's full name. One, because sometimes it's challenging to pronounce, and also it's like, you gotta get that full recognition. I'm sure there's a lot of Axolotls out there on Twitch, but there's only one Dwarven Axolotl. Yeah, I could just be myself. I'll do my best. Yeah, that was actually my sibling's idea, to do a half marathon on 9/10 day, which, for those who don't know, is a day of significance in the Shasta 1 family, for reasons that have not quite been lost to time, but I don't feel like going back and explaining it. But the time 9/10 has meant a lot to me over the past 10, 15 years, as I'm counting my gray hairs and remembering how long it's been since 9/10 got started. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I gotta say that the running's been going really well. Maybe that's why I haven't been streaming. It's gotten to the point that, like, 4-mile runs have gotten easy. For those of you across the pond, I'm planning on running, I think it's something like 21 kilometers? 13.1 miles. And I have my first and only, like, test run, like, full half marathon test run this Saturday that I'm actually really excited for, because, like, I'm back in half marathon shape and it feels good. It's like, no matter how angry or like how, like, fuzzy or downright depressed, you know, my brain chemistry can get every once in a while, there's that physical, like, mainline thread that can just, I feel a strength within me that I just, like, pull from it. X-Tanium! I'm back, baby! Woo! Ric Flair. Little Ric Flair woo there. X-Tanium, how you been, man? How's the stream going? I just completely fell off of Twitch completely, both as a viewer and a streamer. Good sir, good sir. I could just see you, like, twirling this big snidely whiplash mustache. That good sir. Dude, glad to hear it. It's been going good. I might not actually build anything on this stream. I feel like I gotta catch up with every single one of you. It's just, I'm not even gonna count the Spider-Man stream, you know? That was just too action-y. I was too distracted by playing games. Imagine that. You know what else distracts me from playing games on a fairly regular basis? Wolf Brand Chili. Ladies and gentlemen, I will have you know what I've been doing off camera for the past month. Besides playing Spider-Man on my Steam Deck, I have been working on perfecting the ultimate approach to Wolf Brand Chili in my own kitchen. Call it America's Test Kitchen. I call it Shasta America's Test Kitchen, where every single episode is just me trying to find the perfect canned, no beans, Wolf Brand Chili cooking approach. I've yet to find it yet, but I got boundless optimism that one day I will perfect the dish that this can deserves. Wolf Brand Chili, the perfect dish, no matter how you prepare it, since 1895. If not for that stutter at the very end, I feel like that would have been a good sell. I could have submitted that to ConAgra, and then I stuttered. I just got to hit a roadblock at the very end. I knew it was too good. I had to self-sabotage that one. So, I have a very short list here of things that I can do on this stream. It's mostly just road building. I want to get started on the road over here, and like I said, I just wanted to, like, destroy this over here. I just don't want this bridge. I could salvage it. I don't want to destroy it, but I kind of do at the same time, you know? Salmon for dinner, that is boss. Salmon's delish, man. Are you doing, like, salmon patties? Is it like a salmon fillet? Is it like salmon on top of pasta? We're getting into the food talk early this stream. Kilberry, has that been awesome? Oh my god, Xtanium's actually gonna ask his mom. I need the details on the salmon, Mrs. Xtanium's mom. That's awesome. Has it been awesome, Kilberry? Having the small Kilberry off to kindergarten? Did you have like the whole moment of like seeing him off to the bus and it's like, oh my god, he's growing up. I feel that. That gets me a little in my feels. Young baby Kilberry taking his first step out into the wider world. Baby no more. You see, Dwarven Axolotl, this is more than just chili. This is actually an investment. You know, crypto's down, NFTs have cratered and they're pretty much off the market. But Wolf Brand chili is actually an investment opportunity. See, I bought this can for $1.49 at my local grocery supermarket, the top of the bottom shelf, as I like to say, where you can find it. But now the value is up to $49.99 US dollars. I think it's actually almost worthless in Texas because this stuff literally grows on trees down there. Like these little desert trees that are just weighed down like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree being weighed down by that single ornament, you know? These trees are just weighed down by a single can of Wolf Brand chili. Kilberry dropped him off. Hurt Kilberry's heart when we walked through the door. Oh man, that's awesome. I've been going for so Tuesdays are my speed workouts. That's when I do my really fast running. You know, fast is relative. Let's be honest here. Fast is relative. But when I do my speed work, it's a Tuesday. And I always run down the same block to this local school track. So I can show up there like all old, like wheezing, 6 in the morning. The sun's just coming up. And I get to avoid like human contact and other people witnessing the shame of me lumbering around this track. I'm gonna need a chest, y'all, to contain some of this. And there's a couple kids who have to be like just about young Ilberry's age. And they're always like playing in the yard, you know, at like 6 in the morning. They were taking the last embers of their summer vacation seriously. And this past week, they were right there standing on the sidewalk and about to hop on the school bus for the first time. And their dad was out there with them. And it was just like this really beautiful moment. And I'm like, oh man, I'm a witness of something beautiful this morning. And then I would just like, you know, wheeze on down the road. So Xtanium says his mom is an amazing cook. And give me the deets. It's basically salmon chops cut up in a bowl with some rice. Dude, rice is the foundation of all good dishes. Green onions, sesame seeds, and put in some spicy sauce, some avocado, and some other stuff. Oh, that sounds amazing. That's all really good. Except for sesame seeds. Like, what are sesame seeds actually good for? I wonder if I like eat a handful of sesame seeds, if I would actually understand what they taste like. Maybe I've just had like, you know, fast food sesame seeds over the years, where they're just supposed to be there for texture or something. I don't know. Balloon Fire doesn't have Wolf Brand chili there. There's your next build, the giant can of Wolf Brand chili. Yeah, Dwarven, like, check it out. I gotta show you. So the can that I just held up there a couple times, it's it looks like this. I think I got like 30 blocks wide. Y'all, we gotta show Axolotl what that's based on. I think it's in Creative 2. All right, Xtanium, good luck with the COD match, dude. You cannot have Twitch delaying your internet there when this is life and death. So this is the flat version of the Wolf Brand can that I am slowly but surely crawling through. We're about here we are. These are my markers to show me how much of it I've built. So this is the last column I finished. Just about getting into that beautiful blue no beans label and this intensely textured bowl of Wolf Brand chili. We got the nutrition facts over here. It's a full 416 blocks long and 192 blocks tall. So when I say I bit off more than I can chew, get it? Because it's chilly? With this, I definitely have. It's kind of problematic. Axolotl, I don't think that I can do anything this big. Like, it's daunting. I was excited. There's both excitement and fear there because, like, I've accomplished a lot of big things in Minecraft over the years. This world notwithstanding, like, I'm super proud of this world. A lot of what I've built here is either underground or at least, like, it's far away. I got a few things that are obvious, you know. Nice casual house. Little baby iron farm, a village breeder. A giant cactus god holding the heavens from the earth. Little cactus farm. I got a extended version of Shulker Craft storage, automatic storage system in here. I've done a lot, and we are at... Oh, I don't even have my little display up there because I was playing Spider-Man last time. There you go. I'm at exactly 490 hours spent alive in this world. Why did Minecraft disappear there? OBS, why are you being a jerk to me right now? What's up with that? Bring it back. There we go. Okay, question time with Balloon Fire. Is it okay for a guy to have girlfriend? Because I feel like all the people who I know doesn't think so. But all the people you know don't think it's okay for a guy to have a girlfriend? What? Oh, a girl. No, yeah, no space there. A girl who is your friend. No, that's totally okay. Yeah. Some of my best friends, some of my favorite people in the world are women. Like, it is what it is, man. I think it's tough when you're younger because people make such a big deal about, like, you know, you get to be the dating age and, like, who's seeing who and what's the possibilities there. It's like that's all you can think of because, like, your hormones are going wild. It's a strange time to be alive, adolescence. But that's totally okay, man. That's exactly what I was thinking. Me and Kilberry, yeah, we've been friends since we were like 5. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know your friends, Balloon Fire, obviously, but I think that that's just them, you know, being like, just giving you crap. Just giving you grief, like, oh, okay, friends, yeah, I get you, all right, yeah. I never did get more storage, did I? Let's just put some of this in there. Give ourselves a little space. Old people. But for real, dude, I saw my coworker yesterday for the first time in months, and he was giving me crap. He's like, yo, Shasta, you picked up some gray hairs since I last saw you. I was like, statistically speaking, yes, I did. But it's been there for a while. And at least I got hairs to turn gray. Let me see. I actually have a game night here in a little bit. But I want to get a little Minecraft out of the way too, you know? That's a really satisfying sound. Oh, crap, that's right. I'm actually gonna need some of those flat boys too. This is kind of I like this song. Dude, Extanium, if you want to put up some of the family handiwork, a picture of that salmon, dude, do it. Let me see. I was making some of these slabs, dude. Killberry says, sometimes it's nice to have the honest perspective of the opposite gender. I loved having mostly boys as friends growing up. There's so much value in that too. Because like, I don't know, your friend group that is like your own gender, that kind of winds up being a bubble, right? Everyone's opinions kind of feed off of each other, and it's this period where you're trying to figure out yourself and like who you are, what you're into, who you're into. And it's often a bubble when it's just like, yeah, the same people that who have very similar experiences to you. So yeah, I think there's a lot of merit in that. What I'm saying, Balloon Fire, is that you have the opportunity to have a more nuanced perspective than some of your friends who don't believe in girls as friends. Extanium made homemade tres leches the other day. Isn't that 3 milks? Zeta's gonna swat me over the head for being like, come on, you know what tres leches are. Oh, that's sweet, Balloon Fire. I'm doing my best to ignore the post from Balloon Fire though that says, Shasta, can't. Oh my God, is that related to what? Susta? Is that the other one? Shasta is as old as 1.8 to 2.2 Balloon Fires. Oh, Balloon Fire, you got the gift of youth on your side. Gods, we were young then. Speaking of references I don't understand, anyone watching that new Game of Thrones prequel thingy or whatever? You can tell how much I've been watching it. Oh, I got the Discord. It's queued up, Extanium. I do like, yeah, I like this. This is gonna be good. I need more of that. I need more of that. Where's the rest of this polished andesite? I don't think I have any more. Did I put polished andesite in here? Survey says no. No, let's just polish these dudes up. You hear a baby crying in your neighbor's house. Man, the worst thing about babies, they can't keep their opinions to themselves. They've been on the planet for like, you know, they measure their time on the planet in months. They immediately just start screaming. It's like, baby, like, you can't even articulate, you know, what's going wrong with you right now. Maybe you should just like quiet down and figure it out and then tell me. Take a few more months. Learn a few words in the language of your choice. Hopefully in a dialect that I can understand. And then you and I can have a conversation. But until then, I'm trying to sleep. Oh! Okay, I'm looking at the tres leches. That is so nice. And I actually like how it's either cropped or super zoomed in, because it's like, this is just too much deliciousness to be contained in one PNG. Dude, my mouth is watering looking at that. If that tastes half as good as it looks, that's amazing. Exactly. It looks dense. It looks like my muscles would be sore for days trying to curl that thing. Oh my God, I can't keep looking at it. Why do I always have these streams just before dinner? I think I'm at my best when I'm hungry. Best being relative, you know. But I think that's the case. So I could do like, so here's the staircase down, right? Do like a road off of here, and then maybe instead of doing like the loop around air bridge like I was trying to do last time, maybe I just like cut it down into here. I really just want to dig like a tunnel through here for some reason, where you could just like look up and you see the span of the bridge right there. That's a really entertaining thought to me. It's just that it's also really hard for me to visualize that without going into creative or something. But this is survival, and I never claimed to be a excellent builder, so I'm just gonna do my best. Ooh, while I got you guys, there is another stream coming up. For those of you old timers who were around about this time last year, me, my girlfriend Zeta, and dear friend of the stream, Beaver's Rules, we all did the Pocky One Chip Challenge. And Absent Crabsent made it known to me recently that the One Chip Challenge is back with a 2022 edition of the One Chip. For those of you who are not familiar, this is a single tortilla chip that has been seasoned with some of the hottest spices known to man. And there's a challenge. You just eat the one chip, and all you have to do, it's this easy. All you have to do is eat the chip and go 1 hour without any food or drink, and you complete the challenge. And so I did that because I was raising money for St. Jude. And I'm raising money for St. Jude again this year. So it's a nice little fundraiser thing. The money goes, 100% of those donations go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which is a childhood cancer research hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. They do fantastic things. Kilberry and I have ran their half marathon just in the past year, and we are running again. It's my favorite fundraiser of all time. And I gotta make myself suffer for it. I've gone long enough. It's been long enough since the last One Chip Challenge that I forgot exactly how much it hurts. So in some perverse way, I'm looking forward to it. Heck yeah. So how we're doing this year? I got verbal confirmation from all 4 participants this year. There are 4 races at the St. Jude Marathon weekend. There is the 5-kilometer race, the 10-kilometer race, the half marathon, and the full marathon. And how we're doing it this year? I'm running the full, Kilberry's running the half, Zeta's running the 10K, and Micah is running the 5K. Everyone's committed to it. They can't back out. I'm not letting them. I'm not above bullying them into signing up for this. I got verbal commitments from all of them. I'm excited for it. This is a fun fact, Balloonfire. Balloonfire says, fun fact, I think that's easier to buy drugs than alcohol in the UK for non-adults. I'm just going to assume that someone told you that, and this is not from personal experience. I do not condone illegal activity on these Twitch streams. I just joke about it and put out these semi-legal disclaimers. Yo, indeed. Absent Crabson, how you feeling? Was excited to hear that you're moving. Was less than excited to hear that you caught COVID. I had to go into work today, as opposed to working from home, and I was wearing a mask the entire day. I'm close enough to the half marathon now that I'm having nightmares of picking up COVID just before the race that I've been training for since May. Ugh. Slightly better, awfully weak. Ah, man. Glad to hear the slightly better part, and hope you're feeling stronger soon. And not just because you're gonna be like lifting furniture come this weekend. I've heard that bacon bread is really satisfying, Extanium. It's like chemistry at work. It's totally different than like preparing other meals. It's just you follow the instructions, you put the magic yeast in, and a few hours later, it's growing, and you bake it. The only thing that I've ever baked, Extanium, was I worked in a restaurant when I was 13, 14, and I was the dishwasher. That was my first job. And that wasn't my first job. That was my first job that could be reported to the IRS. And yeah, so one of the dishwashers tasks that they had to do in the early morning was they had to make the rolls. So I learned how to, like, take the dough and put it in like this huge KitchenAid mixer, make it nice and doughy or whatever. And then, yeah, you would just shape the rolls. You'd put them in this grid on the pan. You'd let them rise and you put them in the oven. And out comes delicious rolls that you can just like baste on this butter, because this is America, baby. What, you didn't think we were going to put a lot of butter on it? That's the only baking I've ever done. Dude, that'd be cool. Chemistry major? Nice. I'm reaching back. I did a little chemistry in college because I had to for some weird reason. Actually, I didn't. It's because I didn't choose my major until like just before my junior year that I had to do a couple semesters of chemistry. I enjoyed it, but like it is so precise. Like the chemistry labs stress me out. And by no coincidence, cooking stresses me out. So how about that? That might be related. Let me see. Balloon fire. Feel like his brain is not smart enough to understand the baking thing. But it's literally just following directions, balloon fire. It's just a matter of getting the ingredients together and following the instructions. And that's the stressful part. I know. The Absent Craftsman took a dresser to the recycling center today, and you couldn't even lift one of the individual drawers. Oh man. Yeah, so this really knocked you back. Well, I know that COVID definitely set my fitness back this past winter. Definitely not to that extent. So I'm pulling for you. Let's get into the gym once you put this thing in the past. I want to build a freaking road here, but I'm trying to figure out. There's this gorge. Okay, let me walk you through what I'm struggling with while I'm catching up with you guys. There's this nice little gorge here, right? A small canyon, small boy. Got a nice little window into this bay that I dug myself to accentuate the sexy legs of my bridge. And I want to do something with it because like it rises out, and this seems like a nice little way to have a pathway here. And that's why I originally had that air bridge curving around, because I wanted to like come out right there and path comes out here. So Extanium says, when it comes to baking and cooking, I find cooking easier because with cooking you can experiment and have an imagination. Oh, that's true. And baking is so precise. Balloon fire, I have that same problem. Like I spent my entire childhood basically like reverse psychology works so well on me because someone would tell me to do something, I'd be like, I'm gonna do the exact opposite because you're not the boss of me, I'm the master of my own domain. And so I'd get some like cooking instructions from me and I'd be like, screw you, Paula Deen, I am not gonna shred this chicken, I'm gonna do things my way, Johnny Cash style. He could tell me what to do. Oh wait, that was Frank Sinatra. One of those old dead guys. I don't know. So I get that. The Absent Craftsman talked to a friend who also got COVID at the same time. Oh my gosh, and he struggles to lift a milk carton. That's brutal. And Extanium, Extanium says he's been baking long enough that I can now experiment with the recipes, which is exciting. Like, that's something I found with my research, my like personal research history project over the past couple years, is that once you've achieved a certain level of mastery with some kind of subject, it's so satisfying to have that innate confidence. Like, oh, I can experiment in this certain way and do this. I can deviate from the instructions that are trying so hard to tell me what to do. It's so satisfying to have some level of mastery in something. So I'm sure that that's like a super powerful, empowering feeling you get from that. I like that, Aston Crafts. And cooking is arts, baking is chemistry. I think someone's told me that. It might have been you. Dude, these are all some positive updates, Xtanium. I'm glad to hear it, man. Been working out almost every day for the past month. Plus, you wrestle. So losing all that strength, yep, that'd be less than ideal. I've been doing the same. I've actually started introducing two upper body workouts a week. And I'm running currently 5 days a week. About 30 miles each week is where I'm at right now. Well, that's a weird bounce. What is this? I've been down here before. I've not moved like 15 blocks since I started streaming 37 minutes ago. So what am I going to do here? How am I going to do it? What if... Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. You know what? Bear with me here. I know these are the only blocks I've placed on this entire stream, and I'm taking them down. I have an idea. And it's so rare that I have my own ideas that I gotta pursue this one. But bear with me. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. That's good. So Xanium says, fun thing, a lot of kids in his school don't know that he wrestles and think he's just a newbie at it, so when he joins the wrestling team, it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, man. Oh, so you know what you're doing. You're a wrestling smurf. You're a smurf. You're smurfing them. I've seen this in Rocket League. All the other kids are going to be like, oh, yeah, that Xanium guy, he's like he's a gold 2. And you're walking in with that grand champ level wrestling status. And you're just gonna level a guy. Oh, take it and run with it, man. Take that expression and run with it. Smurf accounts were really popular in Rocket League. That takes me back. Actually, instead of doing this, I'm just going to keep destroying every single block that I place. Well, that's hilarious. I hope that your smurfing expedition goes well. And some experienced wrestler doesn't see right through it at the very beginning. Dude, like, hand-to-hand, like, melee combat sports are so much fun. One of my best friends has tried out all of them, basically. He's settled on fencing. I say settled, that's just what he's currently on right now. That's his current kick, but he's been on it for a while. Oh, I don't need to do this. But yeah, he started out with, like, he never did wrestling, but he did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's where he got his start. And then he got really into boxing. To the extent that every time I would see him, he'd just be like, he would inevitably go into some boxing metaphor and have me like stand up and be like, so say you're my opponent right now. So the first thing that you would do is you'd probably strike like this with the right hand, and then I'd counter it like this. But if you subscribe to this school of boxing, you could just dodge it to the left and then counter it with your left like this. And then he landed in fencing, which he's really enjoyed. That's exciting, Xtanium. Dude, keep me posted. I used to say I was only like this with music, but I'm like this basically when anyone talks about their hobby now. I'm just like, I will be your biggest cheerleader. anyone who just finds more than a passing interest in something, like, I'll be like, you gotta take that thing and you just gotta wring out every experience you can get out of it. It's the best. It's the best. I just love hearing from people who just love the things that they do. Statistically in fights, most people throw a right hook in any fight. Statistics! So yeah, you're like a baseball hitter, like studying the tapes of a pitcher. Their first punch is usually a right hook. And that makes sense, right? Because most people are right-handed and not everyone is super experienced with combat sports like that. And let me see, like, the thing about working on your physical fitness too is that, like, you never know what situation you're gonna be in, you know? Like, God forbid, you never want to be in a situation where you have to use those kind of things in self-defense. But it's just a nice confidence thing to have in your back pocket. For me, I now know that I can run at about 6 miles per hour away from any fight for an hour and a half. But if the person chasing me is on a Razor scooter, I am fucked. It's over. It's over. Just like scoot up next to me, sweep the leg, and I'd be done. But if it's a foot race, I might be able to get away. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Xtanium. That's the best attitude to have. Like, I don't want to fight people at all. But if you find yourself in that terrible situation, then at least you have a baseline of being able to protect yourself. But yeah, man, it's all about simulating that experience on the mat. Like, that's where it's at, man. Sweep the leg! Karate Kid reference. I thought that'd go over your kids' heads. Oh, carry a torta with you everywhere and throw it at your assailant. One, the torta is heavy enough that it would actually... A torta is a Mexican sandwich, by the way, that I thoroughly adore. Thanks to Micah Ilberry, the torta is in my Minecraft world at the moment. But anyway, it's heavy enough that it probably would cause some physical damage. And also, it's delicious enough that it would probably just stop them in their tracks and they'd start eating it. So here's the idea that I have, folks. What if... Got this right here. What if I just continue the staircase down, underground, through here, and then I fulfill my dream? Right? You see, Balloon Fire? That's what's made... That makes, like, any kind of physical fitness so much less satisfying. Is that I can be as fast as I can possibly be. I can be an Olympian level half marathon runner, and yet I still can't outrun a bullet. That's the tricky part, isn't it? You can't out-wrestle a bullet. Carry a harpoon. That's what I'm talking about. That was a trivia answer last night at my Wednesday night trivia. A harpoon. Carry both. Yeah, you know, carry a harpoon for the white whale that might ambush you on your commute to school. And a tank. How big is the bullet? Yeah, what if it's like a Super Mario bullet bill? It's like 5 feet in diameter, like a couple meters. Are the streams gonna be back on track? Any more long breaks? Man, I don't know. I want to say they're back, but I really gotta operate on the whims of like what's going on up here. I've been I think that like since late June, I've been struggling with active depression, which it's just like, you know, I'm better than I used to be. I have a better baseline of what that looks like. And it's just me like going about my day. I'm running every day. That's still super easy for me, but it's just like, oh man. Nothing's interesting right now. I feel like Stan Marsh, where everything that he turns 12 or whatever, and everything he looks at just looks like a giant turd. That's kind of how I go through my days sometimes, man. But I'm having a good one today, and I really hope that those good ones keep coming. So, provided the good ones keep coming, then like the streams keep coming, you know? That is good for my mental well-being. Going and visiting Micah and Kilberry. Absent Crabs that knows what I'm talking about. See? So I'm hoping the streams are a little more regular. But I can't promise anything. Dude, Extanium, are you like the most interesting man in the world? And Faticus. Extanium. You just got a scuba certificate. That's badass. Oh, man. Getting a call from work. I don't want to take this call right now. The most interesting kid in the world, then. How about that? Dude, like, depression's a brutal thing. It's a brutal thing. It's devious. It's terrible how it just like hijacks your brain and keeps you from just enjoying the things in life that you usually enjoy. Would not wish it on anyone. I've never been hospitalized for it. I've never been checked out for it, most because I'm terrified of the American medical system. No, most because I just keep making excuses just to get that thing checked out, man. Usually when I'm feeling good, I'm like, I don't need to get that checked out. And then when I'm like down in the dumps, I'm like, oh, well, I don't feel like doing it. You know, I think that a lot of people face a similar battle in that respect. So I very much sympathize with anyone in that situation. That's part of why I enjoy streaming, is that like I get to do my best anyway to try to hand off a little joy to other people, because I know how hard that is to come by sometimes, at least for me. Sometimes not to alienate anyone with like, you know, relatively stable brain chemistry, but sometimes I feel like that's what this channel is sometimes. It's just a nice meeting place for people with some sort of depression that they're just dealing with. Or maybe it's more common than like most people let on. I think that everyone needs a little space just to breathe and be like, hey man, you know, not every day's roses, and that's okay. There's still a lot of good days out there. You just gotta keep looking for them. And look at that. Absent Crabson has had to pay a total of $10 for the hospital visits. That is incredible. Personally, I think that's just how it should be. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. Atticus got a bath yesterday. Does he randomly like baths? I feel like Atticus would buck the trend, and like, you know, most cats hate baths. He'd just be like, this is the one thing I like. That's true, Axolotl. Like, if anyone says, oh yeah, I'm just like happy all the time, then I start having my doubts about their own mental health. Having that's part of being alive, man. You know? You're put here, in my opinion, to experience things, not to be happy, but to just understand what it is to be human. To have a greater understanding of like what we're all going through, and how your experience is going to be different from the next person. I think like hearing about other people's experiences is one of the most fascinating parts about being a human being. You realize, oh, the little bubble that I grew up in, it's a lot bigger than I thought. There's a wider magical world out there that I get to explore by talking to other people. And you find out that for all of our differences, we have a lot more in common than you otherwise would have thought. Oh, that's my hippy-dippy one-world approach to things. So, Balloon Fire wants to speak Polish. I needed this explained too, so let's see what Absent Craftsman says about Balloon Fire's joke. It's a joke that moms compare their children to their friends' kids, and it seems like the mom's friend kid is best at everything and knows everything. Ah, that's exactly it. Oh, that's pretty good. This could be interesting. At least I'm building. At least I'm doing something. And I'll probably like decorate. I gotta clean this up, you know? I can't have it like that. Probably have some kind of like mine shaft support keeping the walls up. Still a little toasty over here in Shasta Town, USA, man. When you wake up at sunrise, like I have been for my runs, there's just a little hint of fall in the air. It's like autumn is almost here if I just hold out a little more. A little longer. And then noon comes around and it's just like just as angry as hot. Just as angry and hot as it's always been. At least since mid-June. But I've been pretty good. Been pretty good about actually like dragging my lazy butt out of bed and going for runs every day. Like I was saying, like no matter how I'm feeling on any particular day, it's just like become such a welcome habit to like go out and run and just kind of forget about things for an hour, you know? Just focus wholly on the moment. Running, like when you reach a certain, at least in my experience, like when you reach a certain level of comfort in running, or like you can kind of do it on autopilot. It's like a shortcut to meditation almost. It's like you're just tired enough that you can't really do much but just focus on the exact moment that you're living in. And for someone with like an overactive imagination and an overactive brain, oh, that's the best. Oh my gosh, 80% humidity in the house. That is so much. Yeah, Absent Craftsman says some families view people's worth by how successful they are, and I assume that's like, you know, successful in business and wealth and accumulating all of that. And like that's never been my vibe. Like it's been really tough. Okay. I should note that, you know, my own, you know, my opinions come from my own pretty somewhat privileged upbringing, you know, let's say. But for me, I've never been able to put that much value on like monetary success or wealth. Like I put money away for retirement, but like I really got into like Buddhist philosophy when I was in college. Like the whole thing about just I think it's also a Christian philosophy too, you know? Like the things that you own wind up owning you, and a simpler life. Like so much suffering comes from wanting to obtain more. And so if you just keep yourself on like a certain level of satisfaction with like what you have and what you want, then you're doing great. So I think that I've definitely been blessed to not have that like keeping up with the Joneses kind of mentality. I'm happy for people who like they set their goals like that. It's just not my thing. What's up, Juggernaut? She says, happiness is a 3090 Ti, so money's necessary. Yeah, make enough money for the things that you love. Whether that be a new drum set or the latest graphics card from NVIDIA. And I'll say that, you know, as big as the 3090 Ti is, it's still pretty small. And that works as that counts as minimalism to my mind. If you can fit it in a Tokyo apartment, that fits my description of minimalism. Are you serious, Xtanium? A 3060 Ti, so you got that RTX action, baby. Nice. Kilberry says, happiness is worth so much more than money. It's just money. Nabs Crabs says, same here. Family has always seen my mental health as more important than anything else, and that's beautiful. And I think that's one of those things that, like, I think that's like a healthy goal. Dwarven Axolotl. It took you literally years for your dream build. But like, you know what set you, you know what made you happy. Like, what would make you happy. And you took long-term steps to get to it. And I do think that that's a beautiful thing. It's a family thing. Built it with your stepdad. See, that's it. I think everyone just has to find, you know, what their motivations are in life. What makes them happy. What allows you to have those experiences that you're going to cherish for the rest of your life. And I think that's one of them. Dwarven Axolotl. For me, like, I struggle a lot with purpose. So usually, like, that's where my whole, like, you know, aversion to attachment, I guess, comes from. Micah was mad that he spent $200 at the dentist today because his jaw was hurting him, and he came home not in pain. So, I mean, that's good money spent. That's all I'm saying. Harry Potter's a horror film. Xtanium says, Shasta, for $1 billion, if you survive 24 hours getting hunted by any horror movie villain from any horror movie, you see, for $1 billion, that villain... Yeah, for $1 billion, that villain's going to have to be hiding from me. Xtanium's going to wrestle Michael Myers to the ground and take his butcher knife. Gosh, which horror movie am I watching? I watched a lot of horror movies when I was a kid. Now I just kind of... Man. I would take the girl from The Ring. I know she moves really fast and she's like really damp and kind of rotty and tough to get in a full Nelson, but I think I could take her. And really, all you have to do is not watch a VHS tape, and that'd be easy because I haven't had a VCR in my house since like 2009. I would dropkick Michael Myers so badly his back would invert on itself. Chucky's the answer, just kick that bitch across the room. That's fair. That's fair. Rocky Horror Picture. That's a great choice. Just Tim Curry as a sweet transvestite, just dancing around. That is a pretty good story, though. Juggernaut was saying, spent $85 for a fridge repairman to come to the house and tell me, yep, it doesn't keep shit cold. Ah, thanks. Yeah. Melted ice cream could have done the same for $4. Dude, here's the stats for Dwarven Axolotl's PC. RTX 2080 system, Founders Edition, i7, nice. 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and 8 terabytes of storage. Dude, that's a good chunk of a Steam. That's a whole Steam library and a half right there. 8 gigs. Very nice, man. That's a heck of a setup. punt that little kid. Just go to a football field and practice your kicks on Chucky. Yeah, I always wondered how why RAM was measured in Dance Dance Revolutions. It doesn't even revolve. That was, yeah. Sorry, I'm practicing my 80s stand-up over here. Hope you guys don't mind. Need to upgrade your Ryzen 5 3600X. Well, now I'm back here on the first generation Ryzen, so if you upgrade, let me know. Dibs. I'll use the stone I just mined to make a little more. I realize I'm using a lot of stone brick slabs at the moment, which I tend to overuse. I think just use them in here is decent. This could be kind of cool. Yeah, 16 gigs of RAM, 3060 Ti. Got 1 terabyte of that M2 and 4 terabytes external and 8 fans. We're keeping it cool, baby. Nice. What would I do if one day this Minecraft world corrupts? It's funny you should ask that, because I have a script that runs every time I turn on my PC. And what that does is it runs a full update of all the packages on my computer, so I always have the latest and greatest. And it also backs up to 2 other hard drives, all of my important files, and then it does a separate backup to 2 separate hard drives of just World 11. And all I have to do, yeah, if I want to run it manually, just have to type tacos in my terminal. I type tacos and my PC's like, oh, you want the God tier update and backup? Yeet. Killberry's got whatever was issued to me for my job, computer and monitor. Hey, can't beat that price though. Thank you, employer, for the functional PC. I mean, I've been going on for about 5 years on Twitch of how big of a dumbass I am, so let's hear it, Extanium. I want to hear the other side of the coin, man. So, ooh, here's the question. I could just like come straight out of here, or I can just like have it go over here and then just like emerge, like turn this into an enclosed tunnel. Ooh. Oh, I like that. I like that. I might have to do it. The Balloon Fire's propaganda? No propaganda today. Had a couple of bad days. So just, yeah, having a good time at least now. Well, hey, man, I'm glad you're having a good time. And like we've talked about on this stream today, like, everybody has bad days. And not to minimize the bad days that you've had. I'm just saying that it's certainly a universal feeling. You're entitled to them, and you're also entitled to have good days to you know, put those bad days into perspective. That's the best Bob Ross I got, man, but comes from the heart. So originally, Xtanium had a Ryzen 5 5600X, and one day it just stopped working. And you bought the wrong CPU, and that's how you ended up with the 3600. I understand why you would want to upgrade, considering you used to have something better, but I play so few AAA games. Like as you guys know, my PC is basically like a dedicated Minecraft machine. That like I haven't really upgraded. I haven't upgraded anything in like 5 years on it. Knock on wood. Hopefully this PC keeps going for a while. And it's still serving my needs. So I think what I'm gonna do, time to close this off. And again, I'm gonna make like a proper, what I would consider to be a pretty tunnel underneath this. We're gonna cover this up, give us a little more ground space. Yeah, I don't play those intense games. I've seen some of those intense games that Xtanium plays. I mean, just talk about playing like a Call of Duty. So Axolotl says, tells Xtanium to wait until the 7000 series because you get the 5000 series cheaper. That's a solid move. Found a Ryzen 5 3600 on OfferUp in great condition for $100. Wow. With a motherboard and cooler. Next generation parts, of course, will always be better. I personally can upgrade 3 generations after components drop if I can. Dude, I think that's a great move. Like, let the other fools buy the latest and greatest. Because even a couple generations back, odds are that's still going to be a significant upgrade to what you have in your PC. I can't imagine that Magic the Gathering is a pretty intensive, like graphically intensive game either. PCs have been pretty good at, flat playing card images for a very long time now. Well, I would say that you could go to bed when game night starts, Killberry. But might get a little loud. I don't know. It might get a little loud. I'm not responsible if I, start yelling Willie McGee at about 10 p.m. night. I had to look down because I was actually wearing my Willie McGee shirt yesterday. And sometimes when you work from home, you look down and you're wearing yesterday's t-shirt. And it's a new day. Speaking of new days, let's sleep off any creepers or phantoms that might show up. Headphones are great for blocking sound. Dude, speaking of blocking sound, I woke up this morning, and my left ear was completely blocked. It was surprising and unpleasant and not great. Like, I couldn't hear anything. So I told my coworker, like, yo, I know we were supposed to, like, show up on site today at a plant somewhere, but I gotta work from home because, like, I gotta get this unclogged. It's a really unpleasant sensation. I can hear again, so that's nice. Oh, balloon fire, you're just throwing bombs at me, dude. What is this? Okay, I've gotta bring this up even bigger. Balloon fire believes me. I can't misuse that belief. I know that the pie is not an N, but it looks like an N to me, so Heno Po 3 in mirror. Apologies to all Ukrainians. My English brain's breaking looking at these strange Cyrillic characters. Hippo, but there's already a P there, so the pie's not a P. Heno Poimir. Poimir. Doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm struggling. Oh, the P is not P. The P is not P. How is the P not P? It's like 1 equals 1, man. What is going on over there? I have a soybean stuck in my ear. Yeah, Dude, I was almost... One of the guys who's working regularly at that plant, he had to walk through like, a solid 3 inches of soybean curd. And curd, that's also like the base word for curdle. Soybean curd does go bad like milk. And he just had to walk through like 3 inches of this old curd. I was going to lunch with him in the same car, and dude, we had to drive with the windows down. That shit was raunchy. When we yawn, do deaf people think we're screaming? Yeah, you know, just every so often, you just gotta let it out, you know? Just get a good stretch in and... Ah! That's how I yawn. It's really unpleasant at about 3 in the morning. Yo, Axolotl, welcome. Welcome to the official Shasta 1 Discord. Toss you in the Wolfpack group, man. If I can. Sometimes Discord's kind of funny about assigning those roles. There we go. Put my... Awesome. Axolotl's gonna put his first GPU, their first GPU in the Discord server. Stand by! And we back. Shortest intermission ever. Oh, man. What have I missed? What have I missed? Xtanium just unplugged his mic. All hell's about to break loose on his computer. I don't understand. I don't understand. I remember there was a time when Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one on PC, it wouldn't run on my first computer unless I had something plugged into the motherboard headphone jack. You could just like plug in an old pair of headphones into the headphone jack and it would just boot up just fine. But if you removed it, the game would just immediately crash. One of the strangest gaming bugs I've ever came across. Killberry says, I learned that soybeans go bad because when Luke started his former job 10 years ago, someone put a bag of soybeans in his desk and they sat there for a year. He's like, why does my office smell so bad? It's because you're in there, Luke! And maybe the rancid soybeans. So when does 6 plus 4 plus 3 equal 2? This feels like a trick question, and usually I'm pretty decent at these, but I don't even know, man. It's 13, bro. It's 13. So, Xtanium has a Elgato Kanye wavy mic with all the software and stuff. Oh, yeah, everything's specifically connected to the software. If the mic gets unplugged, the software shuts down, and a bunch of things try to connect to the software. So imagine like 5 things trying to connect to an output at once. Yeah, I could see that being less than ideal, man. Big yikes, as the kids used to say. I don't know if they still do, because I am Old Man Simpson, Abe Simpson, and I'm old and out of touch. Let's put that right there. Too many air coolers, and they're a godsend in this heat. Nice. I mean, you gotta have something when it gets toasty. Like, I've said this before. The one thing I miss about my old place is it had central heating and air. So you just like set the temperature, and like every room is perfectly climate controlled, and it was like an ice box in there because I start sweating when it gets above like 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Now gotta rely on these window units, man. And it's... Oh, you just gotta stand in front of them. The plant that I was working in yesterday, the plant floor could get up to like 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So, like, literally 1 to 2 minutes before, as you walk out there, like, you're immediately just shiny, just covered in sweat. It was not pleasant. I read recently a story about the heat wave in Europe, and they said something like 5% of homes have dedicated air conditioning. So they're just like not prepared for a heat wave like this, generally speaking. Oh man, Dwarven Axolotl's taking me back on the official Shasta 1 Discord. The EVGA 275. I've been late enough to the game that my first GPU, because I just did like really cheap Intel integrated college laptops basically up until 2013 when my first GPU was a GTX 670, which treated me really well for a long time. I've actually had this current GPU longer than I had that first one. That's crazy. Got that triple monitor set up. Triple monitor gang! Yours looks way more organized than mine. My monitors are just like all over the place. Feel jealous but satisfied at the same time, Balloon Fire says. Run them till they die. That's the philosophy. I have the monitor that you guys are on, that my Twitch chat is on. It's off to my right. It's gonna look like I'm pointing to the left on Twitch, I'm pretty sure. But it has a purple glow on the right side of the screen. It's a really cheap Acer 1080p monitor that I bought from my buddy Log in like 2015. And despite the fact that it does not show a perfect image, it's like, you know, it's my third monitor. I'm living the dream over here. I can't complain. Maybe one day it'll get bad enough that even I will feel like I need to replace it. But yeah, I'm really a big believer in that run it till it dies philosophy. I might have to, I feel like I've been extending that philosophy to my car too. Yeah, it still works. If Killberry has Bluetooth enabled on her phone, it will try to connect to any vehicle in the Bluetooth radius that has Android Auto, and you don't know how to turn it off. It's like a car goes passing by and your phone's just like, friend? Friend? Would you like to hear my Spotify? That's awesome. I mean, I'm sure that's incredibly inconvenient, but that's hilarious. So Absent Crabs knows only one family with an air conditioner in their house, and that's their grandparents, and they used it only for heat before. ACs weren't needed in Sweden, and now all of a sudden it's super hot. Yeah, I think that so Webster's Dictionary, one of the years recently, they said the word of the year was unprecedented, and that was frequently used at the time to describe the heat waves and the like the polar vortex moving down and causing parts of the country to be cold. And they said that was unprecedented, but it's kind of just becoming more and more of just a reality across the world. It's freaky, man. I'm just gonna sit here and play Minecraft and not think about it. As a baseball guy. I identify as a baseball guy. I should have known that. The answer to the math problem was a double play. Damn. Because the numbers are like the positions of the players that, you know, committed the double play. Balloon Fire, I'm glad you were here. Hope you've enjoyed it. And hopefully I get back to doing these a little more often. No promises, but I'm cross fingers. You're one of the kind folks who encouraged me to stream today. Man, I'm one of those crazy people that like I love snow too. Mostly because like, you know, I don't have to drive in it. Thanks for hanging out, Juggernaut. I'll see you, man. Oh, Hot Chip Challenge. Not this Saturday, but the next. Me and Beavers Rules and Zeta gonna do the Hockey Hot Chip Challenge for charity again, baby. I ordered those yesterday, and I got like the normal shipping. And Amazon's like, yeah, we had that on hand, so you're getting them tomorrow, like today. Less than 24-hour turnaround. That's kind of crazy. I need more grass. Yes, Absent Crabs and I ordered those. They're the 2022, the latest and greatest. I don't know what changed. Maybe it's just the packaging. Maybe they're even spicier. spicier than 2021. We'll see. We'll see. I'll find out. It's been so long that I'm not even gonna be able to compare. Like, is it actually spicier? Is it just as spicy? It's just gonna be pain. It was about this time last year. I think it was September of last year that we did the hot chip challenge. And, oh, it'll be September by the time we eat that chip. So I'd say it's pretty appropriate. So Axolotl, if you're still watching, what kind of games do you play on that setup? Are you a fellow Minecrafter? I've been playing a lot of the new Spider-Man Remastered recently. Not streaming it, but I've been playing a lot of it. It's been, once I figured it out, okay, because I streamed it once. My first impressions were not great because it was kind of crashy. Oh, that's really sweet, Aston Crabson. I waited so long to respond to that because I was like, surely there's a way that I can view this without logging into Instagram. But now I guess it's a hard requirement that you have to have an account to look at these things. Dude, Extanium, enjoy the food. Take a picture as soon as you can. Just take your time. Was it blue back then? The packaging yesteryear, the packaging last year on the one chip challenge, I distinctly remember that cardboard coffin was yellow and red. And this year it's like mostly blue, like you mentioned. It's a fun fact about the 2080. The lights have full RGB usability and hardware, but Nvidia locked it to green. Of course they did. As an Nvidia user, that is a classic Nvidia move. So you decide to flash the EVGA Ultra BIOS on it. So you can control the RGB now. That's awesome. You bought an Alienware Area 51 R5 case, motherboard and power supply, and had to build it. I'm saying this because I'm about to post some hardware info screenshots. Nice, yeah, do it. If you want to screenshot your libraries. I'm just curious what other people are playing because like I spend so much of my life with like my head stuck in the sand, proverbially speaking, about the latest in PC gaming news. Considering that like I started playing Minecraft in September of 2010, and I'm still playing it in the year of our Lord Kenneth Schrader in 2022. It says a lot about how much I get outdoors and touch the grass of the luscious PC gaming landscape. I gotta keep this well lit, man. Like some evil's gonna spawn in here. Nah, not with the new lighting system. This is fine. I might just want to like dig this out. So if I do that, I said doo-doo. But if I do, it's gonna come out about right here. And then like, what, you have the road just meander over here. Probably have the road follow the natural curve of this bay. Oh man, Axolotl started in May of 2010. So was that the Inf Dev days? I think that was just about pre-alpha or just beginning of the alpha. No, I think, oh, that was lightning up there. I think that was Inf Dev. That's awesome. You're making me feel young. I started playing Minecraft so recently. Part of it was Absent Crabson. I didn't want to be that guy. You know, I didn't know how to approach it, and like me being me, I overthought it. And I was like, I don't want to be that guy who's like, I don't have an Instagram. Can't view it. So I just really wanted to figure out how to watch it, and I finally just broke down and had to ask. Oh. Ugh. Stress. much. I actually needed that. I've been gaming for about an hour and a half now. And there are some young folks out there that can be just playing games at their desk for 8 hours a day, and they're still young enough to pull that off, and I'm just not that guy. So I probably picked that up. Does it make more sense just to keep this straight and just have it like go up like this? Just like emerge through there and kind of ignore that all this is here? I think it is. But, ooh, here we go. So a library list. Oh man, yeah. If y'all are interested, Borvin's posted the full specs of his PC. That is badass, man. Right down to the monitors. 4 sticks to 8 GB memory. Nice. All the same model as Samsung monitors. Dude, Samsung makes some great screens. I have a Samsung TV from 2012, like right at the tail end of the 3D TV craze. It was a 3D TV that was cheaper than its non-3D equivalent because it was just like, you know, going out of style. And that thing is still going. Love that TV. The bezels on it are big, but hey, that's 2012, baby. Good specs. I love that. My general like build info is just below here, depending on if you're on the app or on the Twitch website. I've got it all listed in my about tab. If you want the complete deets. I don't even have my monitors on there because I don't think I do anyway. I just have 3 mismatched ones. I have a Acer, AOC, and a Dell monitor. And the Dell is easily the nicest of the 3. The AOC is just the cheapest monitor I could find in 2018 that gave me 144 hertz. The struggle, man. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotta keep that grid going. You know how I roll. So if I did this, it would come up about right here, which actually would work pretty well because I could just curve off over here, as opposed to like you got to go all the way to the right before you correct over to the left. Dude, this Stream Beats track sounds like the Weather Channel, local on the 8s, from like the early 2000s, like late 1990s. Shasta making outdated references on my Twitch channel? It's more likely than you think. Gilberry says, all I make is outdated references. 1, same. 2, like, internet culture moves so fast now that, like, if it's older than 35 seconds, it's already out of date. That's how it feels. Or whatever passes for internet culture anymore. It's just like, you know, whatever the algorithms decide to put in front of you, man. Been a little more disconnected from all that in recent years. Dude, I might do like a little glass window here. I think that would look really good. Just fill that bad boy in. Mike and I lay in bed watching TikTok videos some nights, and he told me that it's like a time machine. Everything on Kilbury's TikTok was on Micah's last week. He's more plugged into the latest and greatest. When even the hello there is outdated. No, prequel memes are forever. I find that these things are cyclical. Like, a day will come back around when the world heals from all the terrible things that have happened in the past few years, and we return to the bliss of early 2015 for that 1 week when, oh shit, here comes that boy, was all the rage. It was innocent. It was tied to nothing else in pop culture. It just appeared out of the ether, brought us all together, and then he rode his unicycle just right off into the meme sunset. But one day, he'll be back, and I will be there on the front lines, shit posting Here Comes Dat Boy memes. Because I truly believe that it's cyclical, and there will be a time when his moment in the sun returns. Why'd I come back here? I was thinking about that boy. Did I come back for more grass? I think I need to touch more grass. Oh yeah, the keep calm era. That was like, it's shameful how good my memory of, like, you know, internet memes are, as opposed to like what I had for breakfast the night before. Kind of looks cool from above. Yeah, I took a shameless screenshot of that. But the keep calm era, gosh, that was like 2000, like late 2011, 2012. I believe I still have a Nigel Thornberry wallpaper in my folder of over 1,000 computer wallpapers. That's just Nigel Thornberry, and it says keep calm and I nailed that, by the way. I can't speak Ukrainian, but I can speak Nigel Thornberry. I got that down to the letter. You should know. Tim Curry should be proud. Oh, man. And here's the hardware picks. Dwarven Axolotl. Dude, your cable management is so much better than mine. So much space to breathe. I like it. I've never seen a motherboard that has the 2 channels of RAM on either side of the CPU. That's very symmetrical. I like that. It's like aesthetically pleasing. And there's the GeForce with a decidedly not NVIDIA green LED on the side. Very nice. So games are on Epic Games Launcher, Xbox, and Steam. Take a look here. Oh, the BioShocks, man. I loved BioShock Infinite when it came out. Interestingly, I've started BioShock 1 multiple times, and I had some trouble with it, man. Like, one of these days, I'm going to get into it enough to finish it. Borderlands series. 8 pages on the Epic Games Launcher. Holy cow, man. Oh, yeah, you're up in the grid. Show me them all. Ooh, I'm seeing Unrailed on the left. That was a fun one. Me and my buddy Thor the Viking played Unrailed. I think that's still the most viewers I've ever gotten on a single stream. So much. Oh, the Metro series, near and dear to my heart. Sonic Mania, yes. Oh yeah, Wolfenstein: The New Order too. This is my first time ever seeing the Microsoft Store or the Xbox App Store. A lot of Forzas. Wolfenstein on that too. Oh, this might be... No, this is your library, not Game Pass. Both Wolfensteins. Nice. I want to try a Forza game sometime. I like some racing games. Got really into Wreckfest for a while. Not exactly a simulator game, you know, but... Here's Steam. Using the big picture mode, my man. Was that Driver San Francisco? No, it was Car Mechanic Simulator. I saw what I wanted to see. Oh, Mirror's Edge. Very nice. Got the portals in there. Terraria. Yes, sir. A couple of Yu-Gi-Ohs. Nice. I still love Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. I had that on Game Boy Advance, and that has been on every single smartphone that I've ever owned because I just adore that game. You might have too many games. I'm sitting on a small treasure trove of Steam games that I've never cracked into myself. I'm really hoping the Steam Deck helps me out with that. Oh, the One Direction obsession. I'm catching up with the chat. My apologies. One of the members of my college band was part of that One Direction obsession, and she was very upset when they decided that multiple directions was their actual direction. Hew. What's up, Beavers? Oh, shows up for the driver reference. Yes, you did. You know I can't go more than 15 minutes without cracking into my favorite my favorite console series of all time. Driver 1, 2, 3, Parallel Lines, San Francisco. Woo! Dude, oh, you also do VR stuff. I'm jealous. I just finished Driver San Francisco for the second time. I had it on Xbox 360 and I bought it on Steam in 2016. And I played it on my Steam Deck and oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. The driving mechanics, the self-aware, quirky car shift mechanic, like I love it. I love it. Oh man. And yeah, Beeves. I know what you're talking about with that was Driver 1. The very first mission was in a parking garage, and you literally have to do a driving test. And look, maybe my Southern Illinois education was a little easier than most people's when it came to driver's ed. I don't know. I kind of suspect that's the case. But Driver 1's first mission is brutal. Brutal. It's an actual driving test with like slaloming and reverse slaloming. And if you even like touch anything, any surface you're not supposed to touch, they're like, well, you blew it. Try it again. The whole thing from the start. So many people didn't experience what a great story Driver 1 had because the first mission was the hardest one in the game. And also, yes, what did Atticus do? Like the old Catechus comedy. Okay, so now I can actually get the road going. I like this, y'all. What am I doing here? Ugh, wish I had some glass. Glass made of glass. Here we go. Kilberry took the smaller Kilberry to school. 4-minute drive away. Locked the front door. Like, put the key in the lock and turn. It's locked. Didn't double check the door handle, and when I got home, the front door was open. Oh, no. Called for Atticus. Nothing. God's box of temptations and shook it. Wandering the yard. Nothing. Started to panic. I would be too. Went through the house yelling for him and shaking that treat box. Not in the backyard either. Went upstairs to my room to cry, and there he was, between the pillows. Yeah, that cat never doesn't respond to his treat box being shook. I believe it. What a little troll, man. Well, I'm glad he's okay and not wandering the streets. No offense to him. I'm not sure how long he would survive out there. Let's just say that the old man's not much of a runner. Did I even have glass in here? Oh my gosh, it's been long enough that I'm forgetting these things. I don't think I did. I think I specifically did not have a chest for glass because I would feel the need to put like all 16 colors of glass in there plus panes. That's 32 double chests, man. So I think if I have glass, it's all going to be like in here. And there it is. Pew! Man, that 8-page Epic Games library is all just free games. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Beaver's Rules. That package should be arriving on your doorstep if it's not already there. Any second now. Actually, wait a minute. I'm going off of Shasta time. So you might still have another couple hours before it shows up. Who knows? Have a few notifications here. Scroll through. All I'm saying, I'm really looking forward to that challenge again. Just to pretty this up a little bit, you know? By pretty, I mean fill with dirt. I'm sure we'll find a way to do more with this in the future, but for now, just gonna fill it in. Nighttime already? That's how I feel about my days in real life, man. Oh. The nice thing about being caught like this, though, that I can tell when my grid has some places that need filled in. I think that'll do it right there. Put that there. Put it on the wall to show that that's not actually a grid torch. It's just kind of filling in the old gaps. You know what I mean? But y'all, I got a game night to get ready for, so I think that this is going to have to be a, you have to cut this a little short compared to my usual, like, 2 hours. Gonna have to call it there. But this has been so much fun. And, like, so good for me, too. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I'll return back to World 11. I know we had a lot to catch up on. I spent a lot of time just catching up with you guys. But, like, that's one of my favorite parts on Twitch. Just hanging out with people, hearing about their lives, what they're up to, what they're working on. I love that kind of thing. So yeah, thank you very much. And Dwarven Axolotl, thank you once again for joining the One Can Wolfpack. Hope to see you around here. All right, well, this is World 11. Still not dead. I'm the Shasta one. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll catch you next time. Love one another. Take care of yourselves out there. See you soon. I will see you soon.